Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John and I ain't in the picture this time. Like I said in a video, I don't know when, I want to get these pines. That's pine, that's pine, that's pine. 1, 2, 3 cut up. So the first thing I'm going to do on this one is, because it was sitting in the dirt, you can't even see it. A lot of times they've been sitting around for a while, it gets all this crap on it. Dirt. Let's scrape that off because I just don't like it. It ain't going to make any difference. This is just going to be bonfire wood probably. But it don't make any difference. Get it off of there. Now I'm going to cut the, try to cut some of them stupid little knots off of it. Because they're either going to haunt you now or haunt you later. And they make it difficult to roll, difficult to play with, and all that kind of stuff. Look at that. I was going to use a little saw. I might just go ahead and use the big saw. Yeah, I think I'll use the big saw. Get it over with. Here we go. Let's see if it'll start. Dug in the dirt on that one. I'm doing real good. It's in the 90s and the humidity's in the 90s. And they're calling for rain. You can't hear it, but there's thunder all around us again. So I don't want to get too much involved here. Is get some of that bark off there because I don't feel like dealing with bark. It'll dry a little bit better. I'm sure that this stuff is wet as can be. Oh, there's some tasty worms. This is probably going to be chunks and hunks pile here. Let's see. Yeah, get rid of all this nonsense. And this is sticky wood. I don't know where it came from. I'm sure it was given to me because I don't really have that many sticky woods in the woods here. Oh, there's a half a saw cut down there. It looks like, nah, it ain't bad. Now I'll just roll it over and finish it up. I don't know if I can roll it over by hand or not. Of course, now it'll be sticky. Yeah, pine wood isn't exactly real heavy. So I'm going to do that one, and I guess then I'll do that one over there. I'm going to finish this one up. If I can get this thing started. Let's see how to start it. I never remember how. There, I think it'll start there. If you're over here or not? Yeah, I think you're in there. There you go. There we got it. Looks like we'll get 2 cuts out of this one over here. Bad. See if I can keep it running. Hope you were in there. Yeah, I think you were. Don't want to hurt my hose. Yeah. Look at all the mud. That ought to work on a chainsaw good. They're over there spraying Johnson gas. Actually, you can't spray. You can spray Johnson grass, but they don't want to kill everything else. So that's what they call a liquor. It just rolls over it, and there's some ropes there, and it holds it. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those or not. Let's see what we can get done here. Uh-oh, I kicked the tripod. Anyhow, I'm going to pull that one out, get that out, and then there's another one over there. I think that's a Mark Galici size white pine. It's, I don't know, probably almost 30 inches in diameter. So I think I'm gonna bring the Bobcat down with a splitter on there and just knock all these down to a more manageable size. It's just too hot to be killing yourself on some big stuff. So I'll be back in a little while when we get a little further along. Bye-bye. My objective today is just get these all into a tote that's over there. That's all I want to get done today. Too daggone hot to do much of anything else. We'll see you now. Bye-bye. Well, this is the last one over here, so I thought I'd bring you along. That's how you do it. Now I got one more over the other side I got to pull out. And kind of warm out here. I'm dripping pretty good. Got my red, white, and 2 measurer. And I got too much stuff running down to my eyes. Got to take a break. Bye. Well, guys, I'm going to split some of those big ones down with that beast. Got to move my hose, I think, out of the way just in case. But a couple things I recommend to you if you're using a upside down splitter is get them all in line the best you can. It doesn't take you but a few minutes to line them all up. Then you can basically go down the row. And when you're splitting them, the last split it on top of another one so it doesn't fall off. Now, if you have a 4-way wedge, it probably doesn't make any difference. But I like the single-way wedge, so I guess you know that. I'll move the hose and then, well, I'll leave the hose there. Gives me a chance to bust something. I can't see if, yeah, I guess there's one over there. A couple of these up here I probably won't split. There's a couple that I will, though. I think you can see them. I'll try to bring them down in here. So Of course, that might be in my way for getting back there. I guess, I think I'll split those first few over further. I'll split these and put them over there. Doesn't matter where I split them, where I pick them up, because I'm going to pick them up in that green bucket over there. It doesn't matter where you saw your wood with that green bucket. You can pick them up anywhere, whether it's in the woods or out here. So I think you're going to be in the camera. I'm trying to, the first split will be in the camera, the second split might not be. Need a camera first. Need a camera first. We'll take that one first. That's a goofy looking one. Split it in half and then pick the quarters up. Set them over where you want them to go. These are pretty knotty. You saw me cutting some of the knots off. some of it. Now I gotta go get a log over on the other side, so I'll take you over there. Too hard holding, I need 2 hands to run the machine. Some of those I just split in half because it's sticky wood. But some of them, you know, pretty gnarly, a couple of them in there. A couple of them a little bit large, but I think I'll be all right. I want to get that log there out, and it's a little bit far reach. If I had the forks, I'd do that, but while I got this thing, I think I can reach in there and just pick it up. And then I'll suspend it and saw it. So I gotta go back over to the other spot. Too bad. Getting in and out of the machine's harder than anything, especially when you're old. There you go. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through cutting it up, but just hanging there shouldn't be too bad. We'll bring you back in a little bit. Well, this is kind of the next step to playing with wood. I think I should be able to handle these. I'm not going to fill it up real full. Just too hot. It's 96 degrees out here, and that's the actual temperature. And I just got in from getting a drink and got the old tool cat. The air conditioner in the tool cat's about 0. So it's not too bad. Another day in paradise, I think is what they say, isn't it? Aren't too bad now. Even a old geezer with a bad arm can pick them up. That one should have gone in there. That's going to be a nasty one there, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, that's getting about it. I need a. Oh, this is just a nice one for up top. If I can find another one like that, that's a bottom layer one with fur. That's a little too much probably. This one under here shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't feel too bad. All right. We'll meet you over at the wood splitter. That's my log lift. I'll split for a little while, but not very much in this weather, to be honest with you. We'll see you in a bit.